We're out here with the new Echo Weed Eater. I got the 2620 Pro Extreme Echo. This is a beast. Picked this up a couple days ago from my local dealer. Of course, there's a look at my Toro with the big caster wheels and a big frame and a deep deck that will let air get in it and make a better cut, especially with the 18,000 feet per second blade tip speed. Been a great mower. It's definitely been a better choice than the Hustler Raptor I almost bought and looked at. I was convinced by other people to buy it. Anything that people own is always the best. But this has been a great weed eater. I looked at the 2620T and it was $30 more for 23% more torque. It has a 2-to-1 gear reduction head. This has a 1.62-to-1 gear reduction head in it. The 2620T is a beast. Yes, it is. It will knock down anything. They both have the steel drive shafts. The 2620 has a little faster line speed. It turns faster. Gives a little cleaner cut. You know, but the other ones is, you're going to be cutting like stuff as tall as you, then maybe you want the 2620T. But I haven't seen any shortage of torque. I can very easily over rev this engine, especially with the guard in place. I do like guards, but you know, on something like this, 17-inch swath ain't enough. It's really easy to over rev this motor. It wouldn't be bad to have it set up with a 19-inch swath, or just take the guard all the way off if you're one of them people that likes that. I don't really care for it, but that's a personal preference. You know, whatever you want. You know, I am mowing quite a bit though. I'm mowing commercial properties, high-end properties in the Woodlands, Texas. You can Google that and look it up and see where I'm at. There's nothing low-end here. I'm doing strip malls, gas stations. I'm doing residential, everything. But this has been a beast. This is a great weed eater. I'm like really surprised at the power it has. And it was nice to go to my dealer, and they, of course, fired it up and set it up, made sure it all ran right. And it was good working order. I've been using this SRM 225 commercially all year. This has been a great weed eater. I beat the crap out of this for 200 bucks. I thought, well, you know, it may not last that long, but it has lasted. It ain't got no signs of having no early death. As you can see, the head's almost wore out on this one. I'll be putting another one on it. I have a new one in the box. It's a Speed Feed 400, which this one has the Speed Feed 400 high capacity. And I do believe the one I bought here has it on too, because my neighbor has an SRM 225. It's a slightly older model that somebody was throwing away in the trash. Again, these people down here in the Woodlands just throw stuff away. They threw away a perfectly good pressure washer that ran. They threw away that stainless steel 6 1/4 shop vac over there with 18 feet of hose. I mean, I'm just scoring all this stuff. It's nice to have it, but the Speed Feed 400 heads are not all created equal. My buddy was out of line, my neighbor, and I said, well, look, man, I'll bring you some line over, and I brought enough over to spool the head up on it. You know, the same thing that I always put on mine, but his would not hold that line. I run about 20 feet of line every time I spool up. That's about what I carry. It'll hold slightly more, but it's plenty for me. I can weed eat a couple acres on that with the SRM 225, and I'll fill up gas tanks several times before I run out of line. If I do run out of line, I do not run back to the truck. I'm smart enough to have my line cut, stuck in my pocket, so when I do run out, I just stop for 30 seconds, slip the line in there, and spool it right back up into the Speed Feed head, and I'm on my way. I ain't lost no time. I don't have to go back to the truck and visit everybody and lose time with that. So the Speed Feed heads are not all created equal. I'm finding that out. And there's this high capacity, and there's, you know, the regular one. Of course, there's the 450, which is the bigger one. Yada yada yada, whatever. But let's take a look at these. In the book, I'll walk you into my house with the Brody Cave. I'll give you right here what Echo says about them. Here's the Echo book.
They run a small story about ovarian cancer. He said he wanted to hear.
Speed Feed 400 head. Holds 20 feet at 95 line.
In bed all the time. Mark thought you needed to be in a hospice.
It was bad for the wee nippers.
Yeah, get that in where you can see it.
He made her an offer to keep
And the
Martin
high
for
capacity 450,
and then return with the
maximum diameter of 130 line, still accepts 20 feet at 95 line.
Things like school uniforms and childcare.
So you tell me what the difference is.
So what happened
I don't know.
after she...
Anyway,
Stephen paid the
I have no
first
problem with
installment
these
of the
spools running out any faster. I ran Husqvarna's for years
nurse.
and ran the T35 head on those, and the 400 head doesn't.
Don't know.
It lasts just as long as the T35 head. So I mean, I don't know what everybody's complaining about. I haven't had any issues with that.
What about the body?
You may have an older Speed Feed 400 head. They don't hold near as much. I don't know. They're not all the same. I can tell you that though, no matter what it says.
Kathy's body would be used for research.
Anyway, there it is,
How do you
guys.
explain that to your child?
I'll give you a call later. I'm out.